Old Man Grognard here. I just want to talk about some stuff that the GMs can use or do, like making stuff. And I don't mean props or anything. Well, it could be props, but I'm really a good proponent of making things on like layout programs. My personal favorite is Quark Express. I'm sure some of you use InDesign and other things like that. But I was, believe it or not, in the dinosaur age, I was trained on Quark and PageMaker. So that's what I use Quark. And I made a lot of things to make my life easier and not so easy. Um, First of all, I showed you these before, these little monster cards where you put the monster and then you got room for about six of them on there, things like that. I thought that was a little too little because they're about the size of a magic card because I want to be able to put them in place. But I always fall back on the old tried and true index cards. Yes, sirree. A 3x5 index cards can really help. But I did something better. I took it another step. First of all, you can actually buy these pads from Black Plate Publishing that are just scratch pads with hex with grid on them, and they're very handy for doing on the fly like monster tallying up and things like that. But I took that, and also if you go to like Walmart, I've showed you this before, and some other drugstore, Post-it sells uh, graph paper Post-it notes. See, Post-it, so you can do it up and then just stick it on your screen. But I found something that really, I was kind of blown away by this. I mean, I can make them, yes, and I did to a certain extent, but I found on the Basic Fantasy RPG website these. It's a PDF, and you can also get it for like an open office file of nothing but checkboxes. You got a column, you got a white space between them, but it's like 25 check boxes or 50 check boxes across, and then a white space, etc., etc., etc. I thought that's great. That is so great because then you can just write like the monster stats in the blank line and just mark out how many hit points he has, and then just go. If he has 15 hit points, you take three of them, and then you black out the rest, and then just do it that way. That is so great. Well, I took it one step further. I took out my copy of Quark and combined the two and made 3x5 cards with nothing but checkboxes on them. This is why I said you can take the graph stuff I told you before and actually do it by hand, but it's so easy to just have these. And I made a PDF of it and I can print them out anytime. This is what's great about page layout stuff. Yeah, and also I love character sheets. I love making character sheets. I love to see good character sheets being made. And I've used Quark and PageMaker for this. Here's one I did in Quark. This is a 2E character sheet, second edition character sheet, which explains the game on the sheet. It's a double-sided sheet. It does the same on the other side, but here's what it says: ability scores up here, what they're for. You put them down. All those little things that first and second edition have, it says up here. These may or may not be used depending on what class you are. You look to the DM for more information. Explains the hit points. Explains the weapons and what they do. Explains how to hit. And other things like that. What is your base Thaco? What is Thaco? It tells you right there. And how to figure it. And I did this. I've told this story before out of frustration. I actually made a Champions one first, then I adapted to 2E. But it's great for beginners. It's great. It's like, what do I do? Well, look on the sheet. Okay, fine. Which is really, really nice. And all this stuff is available or to be made. Page layout programs, if you don't have one, I'd seriously think about getting one. Just to make little things to, make your life easier, like these things here. If you don't want to spend the money, there's a couple of good free ones out there. One called Scribd, and another one called think it's OnePage. Yeah. And they're both free. The OnePage one is basically, you know, you got to pay to get the premium one, but the basic one will get you through. And Scribid's been out, it's been out there forever. And it works just as good as one of the page layout programs. It may have a quirk or two, but I can deal with those, and they're easy to deal with like a newbie. But it would be worth your while to get one of those. And I'm not going to say the learning curve is hard, but it's pretty easy once you kind of grok it. And it's easy to grok because, you know, it just breaks stuff down. You got a ruler up there, you got guides, you got, you know, and if you know what you're doing, and I'm sure all of you do, just, you know, try those out. So Quark, PageMaker, InDesign, Scribid, OnePage, you know, go make stuff, and your game can only be better for it. Well, that's all I got for now. So I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.